ass nigga that ain't never did shit for none of you niggas. That's how shit is. Just think about it. Good time. And motherfuckers all trash ass niggas. I could have had entertainment with all motherfucking money on me on the cash app. Dumbass. You motherfucking man. I'm so motherfucking mad right now. I'm so fucking mad right now. They take right. I ain't say shit right. They motherfuckers so stupid. They talking about some fucking advertising my book. I'm not asking you to fucking all that. I'm not asking you to they stop making one motherfucking lawyer. Stupid ass. People so fucking caught up in la land. Fucking welfare. They don't understand shit. Y'all make stop playing with me, man. Go ass man running around talking about fast cars. All this motherfucking women up this motherfucking church. Niggas like they somebody. Niggas ain't even got motherfucking goddamn real travel. Y'all motherfuckers all out there talking about what you doing about this. I'm going to try to do this thing. Nobody fucking wants to ride with women. She ain't got no motherfucking daddy. She got a motherfucking daddy. And that ain't one that's all motherfucking. If I do a roll call right now, this shit with my hands. God ain't doing yourself. You niggas need to learn how to do family motherfucking bills and stop one about 20. And the motherfucking boss. My shit is all motherfucking how the fuck are you niggas? How the fuck who the fuck is the fucking ass man that fucking sold real niggas and shut the fuck up on the side. Mine is goddamn dead. Mine is goddamn dead. Real motherfuckers been running around talking about Uncle Chris, the Uncle Chris. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, I'm at this motherfucker. Not neither one of you motherfuckers. Nowhere in sight. I know the motherfuckers that were around. Ask them if you down there. 17, and 19, motherfucker. None of you goofy ass niggas is around. Only one was around that motherfucking goofy ass motherfucker don't. You can ask that nigga about me. I feel like British. In your city. Tell us this ass, tell it.
Y'all don't get confused. Around like this.
In my life.
You made me do this video actually of me doing a number 2 in a cup and then breathing it out of the cup. Hi everyone, this is Chicken with Texas Black Diamond. Thank you for tuning in to Texas Black Diamond Entertainment. Please like, share, and subscribe. I wanted to continue to speak on Nathaniel Woods. We discussed this on my last 2 lives, and I told you guys once I get some more information in, I will bring it to you guys. And so, as I was saying here, Woods, he was executed Thursday at 9:01 p.m. And actually, Woods was just basically, you can say, an innocent bystander. I will say in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I will let you see and hear some things that I have, some clips in the article, and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Olive, a Birmingham man, was executed Thursday evening on a 2005 conviction of being an accomplice to the murder of 3 police officers. Nathaniel Woods, 43, was pronounced dead at 9:01 p.m. Central Time after an execution that lasted 15 minutes. He had no final words. Woods was put to death amid a storm of appeals and protests from supporters who noted that Woods did not actually kill officers Charles Bennett, Carlos Curley Owen and Harley Chisholm III on June 17, 2004, that Woods' attorneys missed key deadlines in his appeals, and that the trigger man, also on death row, said Woods was not involved. Woods visited with his family members Thursday afternoon, including his daughter and granddaughter. His sister Pamela said after they were seeking time to submit evidence to the courts on Woods' behalf. "We want justice for the officers," she said. "We want justice for my brother. It can't be one-sided or for one group of people. You have to have justice for everyone. We want justice for Nathaniel." Family members of the officers who attended the execution said Woods was as guilty as the man who pulled the trigger. "Our loved ones took their last breath while upholding the law to make Birmingham a safer place," said Rhonda Hamd, the sister of Harley Chisholm, after the execution. "Our families will not have closure until Carrie Spencer's execution date. May God have mercy on their souls. Until then, may our loved ones rest in peace." 8:39. Woods had no final words before the execution began at 8:39 p.m. Central Time. He kept his head and shoulders elevated on the gurney he was strapped to for the first several minutes of the execution, looking at one of the galleries and occasionally moving his lips. He held his right finger out throughout the execution. Woods showed labored breathing at 8:45 p.m., and his left arms jerked against its restraint. He did not respond to a consciousness test administered a minute later. Officers Bennett, Owen, and Chisholm were shot and killed in a drug house on Birmingham's west side on June 17, 2004. The shooter, Carrie Spencer, is on death row. An execution date for Spencer has not been set. In a statement Thursday night, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey, who denied appeals for clemency, accused Woods of luring the police officers into the house, and said 2 other individuals had been executed in Alabama since 1983 for being an accomplice to capital murder. For thorough and careful consideration of the facts surrounding the case, the initial jury's decision, the many legal challenges and reviews, I concluded that the state of Alabama should carry out Mr. Woods' lawfully imposed sentence this evening, the statement said. Though Woods has acknowledged he and Spencer sold drugs, he is not accused of actually killing the officers and by all accounts did not have a gun at the time of the shooting. But at his 2005 trial, prosecutors argued that Woods had conspired with the Spencer. Alabama law makes a person legally accountable for the behavior of another person if he or she procures, induces, or causes such other person to commit the offense. Prosecutors did not provide evidence that Woods held or fired a gun during the incident. A jury convicted Woods and voted 10-2 to sentence him to death. Spencer told the appeal last month that Woods was not involved and that there was no plan to kill the police. Woods' family and hundreds of thousands of people appealed to the governor to extend clemency to Woods. A Change.org petition seeking to stop the execution gathered more than 100,000 signatures as of Thursday evening. Several prominent figures called for the execution to be put off. Martin Luther King III wrote to Ivey earlier this week urging her to grant clemency. "Killing this African-American man, whose case appears to have been strongly mishandled by the courts, could produce an irreversible injustice," King wrote. "Are you willing to allow a potentially innocent man to be executed?" Senator Doug Jones, Tiala, said in a statement Thursday he called Ivey's office to express concerns about the case. "Given the questions and mitigating issues involved in this case, and the finality of a death sentence, a delay is warranted to provide time for a thorough review of all the facts and circumstances to truly ensure that justice is done," the statement said. Kim Kardashian West sent a tweet urging Ivey to commute Woods' sentence, and later shared a number for Ivey's office. The rapper and actor T.I. also called on followers to contact Ivey. The family of former Alabama and Green Bay Packers quarterback Bart Starr also called for clemency. Woods' family delivered letters to Ivey on Wednesday in protest of the execution. The debate over Woods extended to the floor of the Alabama House of Representatives on Thursday morning. Democratic State Representative Thomas Jackson told the body that the evidence shows Woods is an innocent man. "What we are facing right now is a travesty what happened," he said. "Those families lost their families, their husbands, their fathers, their brothers. But the man who's been in prison all these years didn't do anything to cause him to be on death row." GOP Representative Alan Treadaway, R. Birmingham, a veteran of the Birmingham Police Department who knew the officers who were killed that day, said he lost 3 buddies that day. "My thoughts today go to that family," he said. To his wife that called me crying, who called and said, "Alan, do you think I'll live long enough to see justice served?" Democratic Representative John Rogers, D. Birmingham, said he did not have a problem with capital punishment for those who pulled the trigger. But he said Woods did not fit that bill. "He did not kill one officer," he said. "He was a drug addict in the wrong place at the wrong time."
So apparently, Woods was addicted to drugs inside of a drug house. And so he was in the middle of this drug bust. And apparently, they added him as part of the situation, killing 3 officers and wounding 1. And so the actual person that pulled the trigger, Carrie Spencer, is on death row as well. Carrie Spencer has spoken out on many times, letting them know that Woods was not involved in this, but actually the situation is and was that Woods was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I guess looking for drugs. So he was in this drug house, and a drug bust happened, and so Carrie Spencer, pulls the trigger, killing 3 officers. So because Woods was also in there, they're placing it in his lap as well. So they're holding him responsible as well. So in Alabama, they say that there's a law where you are held responsible for other people's action when you're around them. And I don't understand that either. That's why I say it's very important to vote. So you have people like Kim Kardashian, I think it's Bart Starr, T.I. You have Martin the third spoke out to speak to this mean ass damn governor. And Ivor, she didn't budge, and she didn't give a shit. She didn't even try to pause it. She was like, I see cause to go ahead and have them executed. And so you have John Rogers to speak out. You have Jones, he's a Democratic senator for Alabama. And so I always say this is called the dirty South. You have Island Treadaway. He is GOP for the Republicans, and he's in his feelings. So I'm in my feelings, and I feel like he needs to be executed because I am friends with these officers. So he's not looking at the law. He's not looking at justice. He's not looking at the facts. He's just looking at his friend's wife calling him crying and things like that. The sister has something to say as well. But this is also a situation that I just see is unheard of. Well, I'm not gonna say unheard of. It's like we're seeing it every day. And if we don't speak out, it's crazy that we would sit here and not say, not put out information like we need to. Because when I spoke on it to the viewers last night, and I spoke on another live, they didn't know anything about it. And I told them, I said, let me get this stuff information put out there. But this Kate Iris, the governor, she didn't give a flip. You have so many multiple politicians speaking out on this and reaching out to her. Okay, let's give this a look. This man is innocent. We see it. Here's the facts, and she didn't give a shit. So you have this mean ass white governor, old white woman. Just didn't give a flip. I'm not going to look at anything. Even from different politicians, you have people signing petitions, over 100,000 people signing this petition. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and see what Wood's sister had to say, and then I'll let you see this news clip, and then I'll come back and finish with the rest of my commentary.
When you say you want justice, we want justice for the officers. We want justice for my brother. It can't be one-sided or for one group of people. We have to want justice for everyone. We want justice for Nathaniel. He's been sitting in prison for 16 years of his life for something he did not do. Why would you want to let this man sit in prison on death row for 16 years and now execute something that the actual killer has continuously said that he did on his own over and over again, but yet you still want to execute that name Wood? What is wrong with taking the time to review this case? There's so many things wrong with it. It is not going to hurt to grant a reprieve or clemency to have the facts put out there. All we're asking is that we get the truth out there. All we're asking is for more time to review the documents. What's the rush? What's the hurry? He's in the prison already. So take the time to look over this information before taking an innocent life.
Surrounding the execution of Nathaniel Woods. Woods was convicted in the shooting death of 3 police officers and injuring a 4th back in 2004 while they were executing a warrant. But Woods never actually shot at the officers. It was a man named Kerry Spencer who was with him when police arrived. That's what he said. Spencer even confessed to being the sole gunman who killed the officers. Ultimately, Woods was convicted on 4 capital murder charges. He tried appealing his conviction and argued that he had been given inadequate representation. His appeal was denied by both the Alabama Supreme Court and the Supreme Court of the United States. High-profile individuals from the son of Martin Luther King Jr. to director Ava DuVernay to Kim Kardashian West all tweeted against Woods' execution, but the governor of Alabama released a statement doubling down, saying, "This is not a decision that I take lightly, but I firmly believe in the rule of law and that justice must be served." Joining me now to discuss the complexities of this case as well as the role that the Supreme Court played is criminal law professor Echo Yanka. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we see convictions and appeals turned down all the time. What makes this case particularly unique?
I think this case was difficult for everybody because there's no question on anybody's mind, the prosecutor or the defense, that Woods was not the person who shot these police officers. There's testimony that he didn't do it. There's confession, as you point out, by the actual shooter that he was not the one to do it. But on top of that, the case was just riven with really problematic evidence. 2 of the witnesses recanted and said they were pressured by the prosecution to do it. There were even rumors of police corruption, that the police were not there just to serve a warrant, but that they were part of unlawful and corrupt bribery. So there was so much doubt in this case that many people thought the finality of the death sentence just had to be forestalled so we could get to the bottom of it.
And I'm really kind of scratching my head. I mean, initially the Supreme Court had decided to stay the execution, then reverse that right away. Why and how unusual is something like this?
It was very strange. The Supreme Court gave a stay that ended up being for a little more than 4 hours. To be sure, the court's stay was on a very technical issue. Woods was not told Woods was given a choice between 2 different ways of dying, essentially 2 different chemical protocols, one of which the state of Alabama doesn't yet have a full protocol. So had he chosen that one, the state would have had to wait. It would have bought him more time to have his case appealed. So this is part of the overall question of how he was failed at every point by his counsel. It really was the fact that he didn't choose a protocol is why he's no longer here.
But why did they then reverse?
I think on that technical issue, the case was never going to be reversed. Indeed, the more substantive stay that asked the court to look at the substantive issues of lack of effective counsel as well as conflict of evidence was never reviewed by the court.
And is this really unprecedented, or is this something that the Supreme Court does kind of waffle?
Well, there's a larger fight in which this is embedded, that where the Supreme Court, the members of the Supreme Court, what we might think of as the conservative members of the Supreme Court, are more interested in staying the court's hand, in having fewer, it's a complex set of firms, with fewer stays, fewer injunctions, fewer interferences with lower courts. And so we see this as part of a larger trend of fights. So I'm not surprised that on this technical issue, the court was not going to reverse his, or was not going to stay his execution.
Nathaniel Woods' family released a statement saying the fight is far from over. Nathaniel is an innocent man, and that will always be the truth. We are not giving up. What else can be done at this point?
Well, it is a stunning case because, of course, he's now, not only are 3 police officers dead, but Nathaniel Woods is no longer with us. But what is really true is that even if his life is over, his story is not over. There are just countless organizations and countless families who fight every year in order to have their loved one's full story come out, in order to be able to proclaim to the world that this person who was executed by the state is ultimately innocent. And we see that sometimes spanning over decades. I think on top of that, of course, their family surely cares that Nathaniel Woods' life was not in the end in vain, that the next person who doesn't get counsel, who tells them what they're facing, what the capital charge might be, that, for example, Alabama remains the only state in the nation where you can be executed without a unanimous vote of a jury, that there's not another Nathaniel Woods who loses their life because they don't have the right legal counsel. And so for that, I'm sure the family will always want to stand.
All right, Mr. Yonta, thank you so much for explaining that to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so Governor Ivory, she said she carefully considered the facts surrounding the case, and so she said that they will continue the execution that day. So the prosecutors didn't say that Wood held or fired a gun during the incident. He didn't do any of that. They alleged that Woods acknowledged that he and Spencer sold drugs, but he didn't fire anything. He went in to get his drugs and things like that. So this situation with this governor that saw all the facts, politicians reaching out to her, celebrities reaching out to her, petitions being signed, and she still wouldn't budge. She still wouldn't give in. And I look at this situation like, thou shalt not kill. And if my thing is practice what we preach. We practice not to kill and take a life, but basically we're promoting it. So a kill for a kill, I guess we shall say. We shall kill. And if we promoting not to take a life, but we're taking life at the same time, what example are we setting here? Okay? I feel like if a person take a life, lock them up. But to take a life, with me, I see we celebrate life. We show affection and we cry during birth and a baby coming, and we're bringing life to earth and we celebrate life. And it's so backwards because I see people celebrate a person's life being taken. Say, for instance, like Angelo. Say, for instance, like Larry. And these two brothers, they have situations going on in their lives. And you had this Angelo Clary. He was locked up. He wasn't even around allegedly when his child was born, when his wife was pregnant with their child. Okay? And he wanted forgiveness. He wanted to get out and try to live a normal life, but at this point I don't see it. But at the same time, then you have Larry. He's celebrating. He said he wished this man get locked up forever, but at the same time, allegedly he has a indictment of his own. So at the same time, do we want to wish you locked up forever and ever for the crime that you have committed? Okay. So my thing is, what do we need to do to solve these problems with the people of color not getting this opportunity to have things looked at the way they need to? And the young man on the clip spoke about having someone to speak for you and not giving you all your options. And that's because you can't afford to get your own attorney. And so you have these trash court-appointed attorneys that's just giving you bullshit and not giving you all the information and the facts that you need to try to fight for your life. So if he had a decent attorney to his counsels to let him know his options, and if he would have had time to want to say, okay, I want to choose how I'm going to leave this earth, it would have gave him a little more leeway so someone can fight for him. But because he didn't have that, he is gone. Okay, so at this time, what can we do here, you guys? What can we do? How can we change things? And see, this is why it's so important to know who you're putting in this office here. So you got this old ass white woman, probably prejudiced as hell, probably one of those Me Too women, and just don't give a fuck about, excuse my language, about a black man. And so and this is once again, and I'm going to keep talking about this. Like I said, this skinhead said that we don't have to wear the sheets anymore. We don't have to wear the hoodies anymore. We pay, our organization pay to have people to be in the White House, white collar, working in Wall Street, blue collar. We have attorneys, we have prosecuting attorneys, we have judges, we have doctors. So they hire, they coming up with money and raising money to put these type of people, you know, in the office, in our jails, in our justice system, in our legal system. They're dealing with our legal system and everything. They're dealing with our life, okay? And how do we figure out what we need to do? Because we have the government that's actually running our life and telling us how to run our life, how to have babies, how not to have babies, you know, and different things like that. So we need to start doing some fact checks on what's going on into the House of America and see what are these people running and trying to tell me what to do with my life. Okay? We got people making decisions on your life if you can live and not live. Okay? Yes, we have criminals out there. Yes, we have you know, people that's on drugs and running amok. But there are ways that we can try to solve these problems. We have millions and billions of dollars that we're using on unnecessary things here in America, that it should go towards something that's going to help these people and help our people. You know, so it's so much I want to say. I just wanted to drop this. So, you know, like I told you guys last night on the live when I brought it up about the situation with Nathaniel Woods. So we want to continue to fight. We want to continue to put information out here like that. We don't want to wait till it's too late. It's hundreds of families that's fighting for their loved one lives. Okay, so my thing, if you know anybody, if you are dealing with this situation, reach out to me so I can help get this information out there. We need to get it out there as soon as possible. We can't wait till the end. You see how mainstream media are talking about it? Okay, it's too late. It's too late. He's dead. We want information before then so we can nip it in the bud and fight hard to try to save lives. There are a lot of innocent people that's locked up. There's a lot of people locked up for crime. They're spending more time for the crime that they commit that they should be receiving. They receive more of the time for the crime that doesn't make sense to me, you guys. And I don't celebrate anything like this. And you shouldn't either. This is something we need to fight for. We are slowly, like that skinhead said, we're going to be extinct dinosaurs. Let's take away their black men. Let's poison the youth of black men. Let's poison the youth of the black woman. Let her think this is how it's supposed to be. Let her think that this is what she needs to do to live. Let this black man think that this is how it's supposed to go, and this is how he's supposed to be a man. Let's let him think he's supposed to be hard knock. He's supposed to be a drug dealer. He's supposed to be this and that, so he can be that drug dealer out there in the streets, so we can kill his ass by self-defense, claiming self-defense, or letting his ass rot in jail and work for us and get money from them and they working hard labor. They're not getting paid, but we are. So, and let these young black women go out here and be freak nasty and do whatever they need to do to lay up and get babies from all over the place and not have baby fathers. So these kids won't grow up without a decent father, so they can be menace to society, so we can kill their ass as well. And let's try to poison the people's mind about the black woman, so nobody want to deal with her at all. So then she's not going to be able to accumulate and make more babies. Let's do that. Okay, it's a lot, you know. So I'm not reading from anything. I like to speak from the heart. I'm sorry, I just can't do notes. I had notes written onto the side, but it is what it is. I like to speak from the heart because this is heartfelt here. So you guys, please drop your comments down below. And once I go live, we're gonna talk on this and see what it's all about. And so you guys, what I want you guys to do is please like, share, and subscribe. And let's get this message going. If we're gonna fight for it, let's fight for everything that matters in our communities, in our lives. And yes, Black lives do matter, you guys. They're in so many different ways. Black lives matter. Let's fight hard for our men of color. Let's fight hard for the women and our young women, and help these young women to see the things that they're doing does not make any sense. You don't have to go that route to try to get fame, money, and things like that. Okay. We have another situation. It's crazy. It's very crazy. But we're gonna keep fighting, you guys. We're gonna keep fighting this. We just have so many. I'm trying to think of the other young man that we spoke on as well. He was, they were trying to execute him. Thank God he wasn't executed. Got a chance to try to save him. We still gonna see how that goes, and I want to look into it and see what's going on with him. We got to keep that going too, and keep that out on the front line, because we don't want anybody to forget about him as well. Everything's just a sad situation. May he rest in peace. I pray for the officers. They didn't deserve their lives to be taken away. I pray for the man that did the crime. Drugs are very dangerous. Drugs will cause you to do a lot. And I'm thinking about the young lady that approached me, and she wanted to have sex with me for drugs, and that did a lot to me. I am going to end this because, like I said, I have a heart, I have compassion, and I just still think about the young lady. I'm like, what would she do for these drugs? And so I'm looking at from my lenses, and allegedly you have Angelo Clary. He sold drugs, and this is what causes a lot of damage to people in their lives. So I'm gonna tell you, don't throw stones, brother. Don't throw stones.
Hi everybody. I just want to drop that. I appreciate y'all just stopping by here. I know y'all was confused, like what is going on with her, and what in the world was that big mad video. But I just wanted to drop that because I told you guys I didn't have all the information in front of me, and I want you guys to be aware of that. I want us to not only we're fighting for Robert, but this is a part of what's going on here. You're saying where's his location? I got 10 cameras in my house. Angie, that's in Alabama, Birmingham. A couple of the celebrities tried to reach out, but they didn't make it too known. If they would have been posting it on Instagram and things like that, like they would do if they had a show, or if Kim Kardashian had a new outfit, and which love taking her selfies. That's why it's important to get things like this out, get that type of information out to the people, so we can try to show up. Okay, it's very important. Yes, Stephanie, that's what I was talking about. That's why I mentioned his name. You have two men on social media screaming out, trying to bury another man of color. But I know he wanted mercy. I know Angelo wanted mercy. I know Larry is somewhere panicking and he wants mercy. And he's doing all he can to stay out of prison. So that's why I said what I said. because at this point, it's just about working together. Let's try to get, like I said, I always try to, I know I'm angry sometimes when stuff go on and I say certain things, but at the same time, I want to use this experience to come up with solutions. Let's solve these problems that we have. Yes, we have, allegedly, we have Azriel on drugs, and we have this angry father putting his energy into cursing out bloggers, cursing out people that's supporting Robert, but he should take that energy. The time that he spent on, that's why I did that big mad video. I'm gonna replay it because a lot of people were like, what's going on? What's going on? I was just trying to be a little funny, and I did this big mad video. I remember DJ Tyson doing that big mad freestyle, and I found that kind of funny. To me, it was a little funny, so I said I'll make a little intro for it because it was funny, because he went off and he didn't practice what he preached. You know what I'm saying? Illinois ACLU is the way to go. He chat. Hi, sweetie. I was just showing them a video, but I'm gonna end this with this little big mad. A lot of people, like, when they saw that, like, what the hell is going on? No, I just did an intro, a big mad intro, because Angelo is big mad right now, and I hope he get his child and focus on her. And I came in at the end of the video. Angie, his name was, it's a was in this, because he was executed at 9:01 Thursday night. He got a chance to speak to his daughter, his granddaughter, I think his grandmother. I didn't hear anything about the mom. I don't know if she's still alive. His name is Nathaniel Woods. And apparently, I'm gonna save the video so you can watch it later. But I wanted to do a recap on that and let you guys know what's going on in the real world, because we're too caught up on other things, but it's so much important stuff out here. Like I said, this situation with Robert is showing us some of everything. You know, desperate women. It's just so much. I mean, that I can't talk about tonight, and that's why I'm in my pajamas, so I can make sure I don't be on here long. But I'm gonna end this with the big mad video. Y'all can send that video to Tyson. That's his little freestyle rap, and I added Angelo little clips on there because he's big mad. But be big mad at yourself, Angelo. Y'all put yourself in that position. You guys did what you did. There's no more feeling sorry for anyone in that situation. You guys are out. You're free. You're not locked up. You're free to take your daughter to get her some help. You said that she went and got herself checked and that she's real healthy and her body is healthy, so that's great. So I guess we can debunk the herpes rumor, which she might come back with later on, says she got, just to have something to talk about. But get your baby some help. You know, we are rising together, and he dropped my name when he gets arrested. So I knew. Okay, let me put this up here because I can't see. I don't have my glasses. Hey, Angela Moore, I was just doing the and it's late. No, well, Miss West Coast, I'm leaving out. I was just dropping that video and I'm ended up running my big mouth. I was intending to do that video and bounce. We are rising together, and he dropped my name when he gets arrested. So I knew when he's arrested, of course, to get arrested by account. I don't know or care about me. I have no choice. I'm kind of confused. Hey, Unique. I'm finna end this with this little video. A lot of people was confused on that video, so before I play the video again, I was just laughing because and Angelo is big mad. He's mad at the supporters. He's mad at everybody else. He's mad at everybody but Angelo. He's mad at everybody but daddy. He's mad at everybody but father. You know, so he needs to be mad at himself because, like I told him, if you didn't want this, you shouldn't have put it out there in the public. You should have kept this shit private. Anybody that's going through anything, they're gonna do it in privacy. They're gonna go to their local enforcements and do what they need to do. Keep a hush mouth about it until court, and they have their day in court. So right there, hey, Angela Moore, right there, he wanted to be out there in the limelight, like he told me before. He's like, I said, why you do this in private? If I did in private, they wouldn't know the Clarice. So he wanted people to know the Clarice. So y'all, we know the Clarice, and we're gonna let y'all know that we know y'all asses. So I'm gonna end this with this video. I want y'all to have a blessed weekend, and y'all stay sweet, stay out of trouble. Let me see if I can go back to it real quick. Put it on pause. And this is the intro. It's for Angelo. It's a big mad intro, Angelo, honey, because he is big mad right now. He is big mad.
See, they big mad. They big mad. That's how they big mad. Why they big mad? But I ain't never down. I can't have it. They call me money on me. Dumbass. You motherfucking man. I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm so fucking mad right now. They take right. I ain't say shit, man. They talk about fucking advertising my book. I'm not asking you think they stop me? So fucking caught up in they don't understand shit. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Go ahead and run around talking about women up this motherfucker. Like somebody. Niggas ain't without she ain't got no motherfucker. And that's one that's all motherfucker. If I do a roll call right now, with my God and yourself. You niggas need to learn how to be a family motherfucker. Stop one by 20. In the house of your father. Only one was around that yes, motherfucker, don't. You can ask that nigga about me. I feel like British. Tell us this ass, tell us. Stop. Motherfucking man, I'm telling you, I ain't never seen a fucking sad motherfucking nigga in my goddamn life.
Fucking white
In my life.
They big man.
He made me do this video actually of me doing the number 2 in the cup and then bringing it out of the cup.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I haven't read that Shorty 140 because I didn't see that, and I guess because I always look over stuff that is not true and doesn't matter. But I don't think he's on drugs because I from my understanding he doesn't even drink alcohol, so I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah, he don't even drink. So I mean, sometimes people say things and just don't get upset over words, honey, because I'm telling you, I have had so many messages left on my phone with people cussing me out, and I'm still in good spirit. Good night, Native One. I'm finna get off here too, but there was just a little sense of humor. I thought it was kind of funny. I remember when everybody said that Angelo was big mad, and I remember he did that little big mad. I know he's not, but they were saying that today. Oh, child, you over there. Y'all better stop filling y'all brains with that demonic stuff, baby. Y'all all over there in the dark, on the dark side. Hey, Tina, we get ready to end this. I was just updating them on that information. On what I was talking about with Mr. Woods. May his soul rest in peace. He know he didn't do anything. I'm pretty sure he found comfort with Christ. But we have to make some changes because our lives do matter, Yeah, honey, your child, you sit up here to let the dark side get to you 140, baby. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Baby, don't you worry about that, honey. They big mad. All of them big mad. They big mad. They mad at him, and they'll probably say anything and everything that they can say about this man. And he's on there trying to collect funds so he could pay for his attorneys. That's who we need to be worried about. Get his attorneys. He's talking about DJ talking about he's on drugs. How the hell he know he's on drugs? Hell, every day 24/7 he drinking cokes and beer and everything else. This man don't even drink or smoke cigarettes, so I doubt he's doing drugs. He look pretty healthy to me, be running around here on drugs. Y'all better stop believing the hype, honey. People can tell y'all anything. Y'all better stop running with it, because they'll say anything about me. They'll say anything about me, and I don't care, because I know who you try to speak to. Jam. I guess he was trying to speak to the Maz. He probably pushed the thing in. Intervention. So we all do. So y'all. So detox tomorrow, baby. 140 tomorrow is Sunday. It's detox Sunday. So I want every last one of you to detox, baby. And let me tell you something. If you can't handle going to the dark side, don't go. Don't get upset. Words are words. Let them be big mad, honey. Big mad. I'm gonna drop that video. I'm gonna make it public. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping. I really wasn't trying to be on here and run my big mouth. Y'all know I would talk all night, but I got to go. That's all he do is drink. Yeah, I mean, he's talking about this man and shit. I mean, come on. It's really. So Tyson look good. Shit, he don't look like nobody on drugs. You can basically tell somebody on them damn drugs. Hell, like this damn girl shit. I be scared to go outside. Seem like she know I be out there like a little puppy, She asked for food and stuff. I guess she know I'm a feed her, but I'm keep getting in her head and try to get that baby some help, because that crushed my spirit when she wanted to have sex with me. Yes, tomorrow is detox Sunday. Yes, it is, baby. Y'all better detox. Let it all out of every this toxic thing that you got in your body. Just let it out so you can have a fresh week. Don't take this damn week into next week unless it's something great. All that bull crap, leave it this week. Detox and take you and get you to start over fresh. True, I was on Angelo live today, and he was going off today. He was big. Hell, let him be big damn mad shit. Hell, they sitting out drinking and talking shit and acting a fool and stuff, and it's a man in prison, plenty of them, just like this poor man here that lost his life fighting for their life, and these people out here complaining and shit and wishing somebody be dead or locked up, wishing that their life taken away forever. Power in the tongue, you might throw it all it on you. Oh no, they said we need to work on the homelessness. Yeah, we need to. There's a lot of stuff we need to work on. And just no, the young lady is not homeless. She's not homeless. Everybody in her household is on drugs, from the grandmother. And then when I say grandmother, they got a little baby in there, and I'd be so worried about that baby. And I tell my fiance, please watch that baby. They don't be paying attention to this baby, and make sure that this baby, that you don't hit this baby, because everybody's stoned. And so I'm getting in my truck, and the young lady, she said, you have some money? I said, I'm not giving you no money because I know you on drugs and I'm not feeding your drug habit. She said, well, I'm hungry. I want something to eat. And I know I have some fruits in there, and I gave her those fruits. I will feed her before I give her money to feed her drug addiction. So we have a lot that we got to work on, drugs and all that. Let's see. They are going to stay mad as long as we're fighting for. Well, let them be mad. Let them be mad, unique thought. Let them be mad. That's okay. They got we worried about what they got going on and their views and stuff like that, and who they fighting for. You know, that's their right, and they need to give us our rights. So, and let us fight. I'm gonna continue to fight. I'm not gonna let nobody drain me. And there's so many people that was fighting for Robert. They gave up because it's so much pressure on them, and people, you know, picking at them and bothering. I'm like, don't sit up there and let nobody run you off. And Angelo run around here like he the big bad wolf, and he's screaming and yelling at people. You gotta scream to prove your damn self. Talk. You claiming you just intelligent man, and you got this and you got that. Sit your ass down and talk like you got some sense then. All this screaming and freaking hollering, talking about your daughter. Shit, she was all right all the time when she was at the Trump Towers doing good. Did nobody bother her after she burnt out on Robert? Did nobody harm her? Words are not gonna hurt nobody. You on there talking about people kids, calling people kids retarded and stuff like that. And then soon as somebody call your daughter a crackhead and shitty mouth and stuff like that, you're going to be back on IG acting a fool. But you all on your IG talking about somebody else's kids, talking about somebody else's life. But then soon as somebody talk about your life, you want to goddamn whine and cry. I know, I saw that. I said, look at, you know, your low down, your mama remind me of my grandma, because she will cuss you out and then say hallelujah all under the same breath. Honey, I miss them grandparents. I miss my mother. I miss all three of them. They had a word for me, each one of them. But oh yes, baby, she was talking then. I'm gonna have to go back and finish watching it. Oh my God, I was at work, so I was like, I had to, work. So I said, I'm gonna catch up on that video. But mom, yeah, we're gonna have to get low down. We gotta get your mama on here. We need some laughter, honey. Sound like that woman that was on Nick at Night. She wasn't playing. But y'all have a blessed one and stuff like that. I'm praying for everybody on here. I'm praying for I'm just praying. It's you gotta pray. I'm a detox tomorrow. I'm gonna be full of energy next week. I don't know what I'm gonna bring y'all next week, but I'm coming with some energy because I'm gonna be detoxed and remove all these demons out my brain, honey. Because we talked about these demons all week. His wife left now. Is here. No, she Banks she was on live with him today. So he probably like, baby, I need you to come back home because everybody talking about you just slept with this man and I need you back home. So that's the first time I have seen her in a while. Did you hear him talk about emails and pictures of Nick and her body? Yeah, every day I heard all that, but he had the nerve to try to compare somebody and say that we're not queens and his daughter is a queen. Okay, and he's a king, and certain people are not kings. He tried to break down the definition, but for you to get on a damn live 2 days in a row and rant as a grown ass man about 2 other grown men, and then talk about Robert's followers and talk about we're sorry, lonely ass women. We desperate and we ain't got shit and we want Robert and Robert wouldn't look at us at all. We old, just putting us down. But what you on there ranting about somebody talking about you and your daughter? But you wanna talk about it, you wanna ditch it, but you can't take it when it throw back to you. So I don't give a damn shit. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna leave on that note. Y'all be blessed. I can't play no more Robert music, honey. I'm tired of them people blocking my videos, and I gotta go in there and chop Robert music out. This damn Sony for you here. They money thirsty. I'm telling you. Let me see what I missed. I don't want to miss nobody. Good, she's back home. Right, they can oh yeah. Child, he probably like, I need you back home because I know I was one of the main people. I said, how you gonna talk? How your household doing? How your wife doing? Why we can't? He was talking about you. I told him he was wrong for that. You mean we can't? No, I can play it, but they like some of the music. I would have to play Robert's music back in the old days when he first before that he got with Sony, because they will block your videos, and so you got to go in and edit your videos, and I don't have time to do that. I'm gonna show what I can about what we go through. So before we have a big clips and okay. All right, y'all. I will see you guys when I see you. I'm working on going to New York. He talking about threatening people and what he gonna do for the people that's gonna of his Robert supporters in New York, and gonna make sure we don't go to New York. You don't threaten me. So since you gonna tell me what you gonna make sure I don't get to, I'm gonna make sure I get there. I will have my ticket and my hotel booked tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, he don't know who I am, honey. Y'all have a good one. I'm sitting up here with these just comfortable. I feel good. Good night, Banks, y'all. Good night, sweetheart. Y'all have a good one. I was the brother with DJ Justin. He drinks, smoke, or wait a minute. Ross. I was the brother with DJ Tyson. He drinks, smoke, or do drugs. Are you saying he does not do drugs? Hell yeah, here we come. Shit, I'm booking Master Barber since he talking shit. Hell, don't you tell me what you gonna stop for me, hell, because I can fight for whoever the hell I want to. Shit, I want him. I want him to call me. I understand what you were saying, Ross. That's why I was saying I know, because he always celebrate about not drinking and doing drugs and stuff, and that's a good thing, He said he doesn't do drugs. Yeah, he was trying to say yeah, I understood what they were saying. I understood, Ross, what you was trying to say. I understand. I understand you were saying he does not. That's a good thing. Hell, I drink shit. I drink on special occasions. I got a bar. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking. It's a mind thing. You don't let the alcohol control you. You control the alcohol. And I can sit here and drink with y'all. I'll be having my stuff in my cup and tripping with y'all and go on by my business. Go to bed. Herbs to my turf. I'm a beast. Angela need a period. Y'all stop. Bye. Y'all forget me start on this man tonight. I got to detox. I got to detox all him out of me. And I'm not gonna do it in no cup. I'm gonna get all the body waste out of me with him in it and everybody else that's problem. Y'all pray for me and I pray for y'all. Y'all be good. Good. Love, we up out of here. I was posting that video because yesterday I was telling everybody about the situation with Mr. Wood. He's been executed, but I wanted to show them the main reason why we need to vote and change laws. We need to reshape our laws. We need to reshape our government. We need to reshape a lot of things here. So, you guys, that being said, love y'all. Be good. Y'all be good in these YouTube streets. Y'all represent this house well. When y'all go into them other houses, y'all represent our house well, honey. Don't y'all show out. I'm gonna be watching y'all, and I'm gonna just come. I need to have. They need a belt emoji. I'm gonna see if they got a belt emoji. And if I see somebody showing out in somebody's house, I'm gonna just come in. I'm gonna click that belt emoji on y'all, and I'm gonna leave back out. Yes, free Robert. Yes, he got a story to tell, baby. He got a testimony. And I got a feeling when he get out and he get everything together and get himself together, watch that child have a testimony and watch you come through for a whole lot of people. Real people. Just watch. I've been informing people out here about this entire situation because it's the injustice and scamming they doing. That's right. Just talk about it. If y'all have in like videos and things, send them to people y'all know in New York and Minnesota and Chicago, places like that. Do that because it's important. I know we're fighting for Robert. I know what we believe in, but they don't. And I'm gonna tell you, out of all my clients, I'm gonna tell you, I persuade 99% of my clients of the innocence and why I believe that Robert is innocent. I said he's not a perfect man. He's not perfect by far. He's not. I said, but this is the reason why I believe in his innocence. And when I showed them and I had what I had to show them, they came to the right side. It's only one. And that's that miserable woman with no kids, no boyfriend. She's in her mid 40s. So them the type of women, she's well, educated, take care of herself. So she's that type of person. So I told her, don't talk to me about Elvis and I won't talk to you about Robert. Okay. So, I have to, be nice to my clients, but I persuaded everybody but her. Maybe one day. But we had that agreement because it was about to get heated, and I said, this is my client, this is my place of business, but when you don't try to push nothing and force nothing on anyone. So I left her alone. But 99% of my clients now, they actually follow every social media and look up things, do their research. They tell me about it. And this is people from New York, all over the place. White, black, different race that believes in Robert innocence and believe it's a lot of bullshit. So, that's good. that being said, I'm gonna cut. I can't cut my lights off on y'all ass. I'm already dark up in here. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna be checking on y'all. I'm be, snooping around, making sure everybody on their best behavior on this weekend. Y'all be safe if you go out. Watch your back. Don't drink and drive. And things like that. Spend time with your family. Love yourself. Yada yada. Exactly. I told my brother and my kids that about this and broke it down to him. And watch the video and tell him what life he was saying he was about to talk to him today. He has mother online now. He wants to talk about them. Child, y'all better stop believing them people over there. I'm braiding hair and drinking wine. That's all right, honey. I'm finna get my cup, put me some ice in. And my fiance talking about he's still at work. Wait till he get up. Shit. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I will see his ass in the morning. We do the same. All right, y'all be blessed. Be good out here in these YouTube streets. Y'all be good. Stay safe in all these streets that's out here. YouTube streets and IGs and Twitter streets and the real streets around the block, southwest. Just be good. Stay good in these streets. Yes, indeed. Really good. I'm finna go over here and pick. I'm gonna send him this video. Tell him, hey baby, we up out of here, sweetie. I was just showing them that video, Jules. But how you doing anyway? Happy weekend. I love y'all too, Unique Thought. And we're gonna come, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna let y'all, I need one of y'all to send me to text me and let me know y'all want to be my co-host for the next time I come on live, because I'm not gonna be sitting here talking all the time because I talk all day. My nightcap. Good night. Yes, baby. Get you a little sip and go on to bed, honey. Don't you drink and drive. Have me pull that belt on you. Mr. J. I don't believe not one damn word that you typed up here talking about your ass is going to be good. I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be on these YouTube streets under this cover with my drink in this cup, and I'm gonna be checking on y'all, making sure that y'all acting right in these streets. Mr. J talking about no. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I gotta watch you. I gotta watch Malcolm, and I gotta watch J Rock, because y'all shows out. Lovely, what Lovely is, because she shows out as well. Oh, Lady Earth B, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't see you. I was walking around while the video was playing. Ross and everybody else. Thank you for tuning in. It was actually just a drop by. You know how you do these drive-bys and run out. So y'all be good, be blessed, and have a great one.